Hello, everyone. Adrian Groenewald, Me Vision Academy. What a privilege to be here again, to be able to hand a Successful Leader Award to a leader who is so deserving of it. But first of all, I'm doing this all the way from our place here in the bush, where we help leaders discover their vision of themselves, hence Me Vision Academy, or the vision for their team. And you can have an absolute life-transforming experience when you come here to help you be the best leader you can possibly be. But the other thing we also do, other than shaping leaders, is to mobilize successful leaders by countries, sectors, and levels. And then we give them this unique special award, Successful Leader Award. And today is part of a very unique Eskom experience, the Eskom generation. In fact, as I've said before, Beki Nxumalo received his Successful Leader Award some time back, and he's nominated his team, rightfully so, as successful leaders. So I'm meeting with them, handing them the award, and then asking them what they've learned about successful leadership. So we have seen this miracle displayed in front of our very eyes, the successful leadership experience in Eskom. Today, we welcome Thozama Gangi. She's the acting general manager at well-known Medupi Power Station. Before that, she was MD of Eskom in Uganda. So she's got great experience, and she was nominated by Beki for her incredible role as a leader over the years, and certainly of late in his team. So, Thozama, welcome.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you for welcoming me.
Now I'm going to share formally, briefly, the award, and then ask you what you have learned about successful leadership. But let me share here, and then there we go. An exclusive recognition of successful leadership, which is such a powerful thing. We don't do it lightly. Awarded to Thozama Gangi for at least these elements: consistently leading self and others successfully, currently as acting general manager, Medupi Power Station, Eskom, but for her exceptional stewardship in aligning diverse stakeholder views towards positive outcomes, showcasing resilience, emotional intelligence, and a deep understanding of Eskom's societal role. Those are wonderful compliments by your nominator, but also your valuable contribution to Eskom generation's exemplary success now and into the future. And finally, inspiring and developing future successful leaders. My honor is to sign it on behalf of Me Vision Academy. And I love our slogan, even if I say so myself: it's a journey to best self. So when we sit with leaders like yourself, it is this journey that you're on, and we congratulate you for that. But for now, congratulations for this award.
No, thank you very much, Adrian, for the award. It's very humbling. I think one never expected it, but we really, I appreciate the award, because it seems that you have really seen something that my contribution to the organization. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. I'm always excited to ask the question what you've learned about not just leadership, but successful leadership. What is it? How does one lead successfully?
Yeah, through my journey of leadership, Adrian, what I've learned is you will meet a team, diverse teams. But what is important for me as a leader was to ensure that I align the team to one common purpose of what is it that you really want to achieve. And most importantly, for them to understand why we do what we need to do and where do they fit in the bigger scheme of things. If you are in an electricity generation company, it's not only about generating electricity. There's a bigger purpose that we need to fulfill, which really has a huge impact to South Africa, and which was the same when I was in Uganda, to the greater of Ugandans. So that common purpose and people understanding their contribution and to the bigger is very important. And also to share with them what you want to achieve as a leader, what is it that we are up to achieve is very important. But most importantly as well is to win their hearts. When people feel appreciated and they feel part of a solution, they own it and they will go an extra mile to solve the problem. And it's not the big things that they need to do just to keep to the basic stuff and do them right consistently, then you achieve success and try to sustain it beyond that. I always say also lead with love. Know how your people will progress in terms of their own development, because every human being, as the Maslow hierarchy of needs, they have different needs. And given that we are also dealing with a Generation Z, which has a different expectations than my generation, we need to take cognizance of that. And as we lead, we know their needs and how do we prepare them for the future and give them that space of them to be innovative as well, understanding that at some point they will make mistakes, but what is important, they need to learn from those mistakes and not to repeat them again. So these are some of the things I've taken along, and I'm very passionate about people development to ensure that wherever I go, whatever I do, there is always somebody who's a successor that at any given time, if I need to be moved, can be someone who can take the baton and move forward. So I do invest a lot of time on that, and it has proved to be very successful because I always ensure that I have a pipeline that is there to support the organization to be sustainable. Also, to stay positive as a leader, you will meet hurdles in your we're in a power plant. There are a lot of challenges, but how do you keep that hope and focus to your people? That there will be setbacks, but what is important is how do you bounce back and still move on and achieve even greater things, and learning from our setbacks and continuously improving ourselves.
Well, that's it. I was just realizing as I sat here, and I know it sounds logical, but a lot of companies have purpose. Up until fairly recently, many would have thought it's just not fun to work for Eskom. But now that you may have turned the corner, what a purposeful company to work for. What is it like to know that what you do and generate impacts an entire country, impacts individuals in poor and rich areas? It must be quite fulfilling. Obviously, not when you permanently being yelled at because there's load shedding, but when you're successful, especially, what does it feel like working for such a company?
When you work for such a company, Adrian, is that fulfillment within you that I have a huge impact on my society in my country. Just look at now the availability of having electricity for each and everyone. From an education perspective, if any child, even in the rural areas, have access to electricity, it makes a difference to their lives. They're able to study long hours, they're able to succeed. Companies having stable electricity, they are able to expand, they are able to employ more people. So that is why I was saying it's very important to understand the bigger purpose, because it's not only about generating electricity. What is the contribution we are doing to turn around the socio-economic challenges that South Africa has? We are battling with high employment rate. But for companies to come and set up business in South Africa, they want stable electricity, they want sustainable electricity. And setting up here open job opportunities for so many South Africans who are currently unemployed. And where we are currently, you will see that the youth actually is the highest that is impacted. So you get fulfillment knowing that by making sure that the lights are on and they are there sustainable, I am impacting my neighbor, I'm impacting the whole country. I'm getting a change. Like the minister today was giving a speech that with Eskom's improved performance, there's a projected economic growth of about 2%. So can you imagine that if we're growing less than 1%, and now by us making sure that there is sustainable electricity, the spin-off that come with it. So it's really fulfilling, and we need to pull together as a country. Wherever you are, you need to do your bit, because I always say to my team, we are part of a bigger puzzle of South Africa. We're one of that puzzle piece that we need to fit it with the next one, so that South Africa can reach its highest potential by ensuring that we provide reliable electricity to South Africans.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, that's such a powerful story to one's people, isn't it? If a leader would just catch that vision that you have caught, and then you share that story, that purpose with people, if that doesn't ignite passion, then what will? I think it's fantastic. It's the way that Rassie and his rugby team have tapped into. We do this for South Africa, not just for cups, not just for ourselves. You know, we do it for South Africa to uplift the spirits and to unite people, which it does when everyone's in that stadium and proudfully
Yes.
sing the national anthem. And your organization is just doing that to a large degree now, having turned the corner and having gone through hell, but now on the way to heaven, hopefully. So well done. It's an absolute blessing to sit with you for a few minutes and talk leadership. We look forward to tapping into that more as time goes on. And we look forward to sharing this as well. Congratulations again on this incredible award and well done.
Thank you very much, Adrian, for this recognition, and also to extend it to my boss for raising the capabilities and the contribution that I make, and saw it fit to nominate me as one of the beneficiaries. I really appreciate it. And I think it's something that I will also show to my team, because I could have not achieved it without them succeeding. I'm good as my team that I lead. Thank you very much.